You know, one of the many memories that Mandy and I had together is when she was very young, 3, 4. You know, our thing was the Lion King. And in the Lion King, Mufasa holds up Simba at Pride Rock to all the animals, and the sun hits Simba, and now becomes the king of the jungle, right? So every time I used to come home, Mandy would meet me at the door, and she'd make me pick her up and put her towards the light, because that was our thing. And so that song, I'll take her up more, but that song has a lot of memories for me and Mandy. Like Jacqueline said, I also want to thank everybody for coming out today. It's a very special occasion for us, and the only thing that could possibly make it even more better is to spend it with our family and our friends. And you guys did that for us. So thank you very much. I don't want to do a long drawn-out speech. I was talking with Amanda and Jacqueline last night, and I had a few things written down, and of course they made a good point that everybody's got to work tomorrow. so I scratched it, and so I'm going to impromptu. But I do want to say a couple of things. Most of you know that Amanda is my only child. And probably for that reason, I'd like to think that we're pretty close. And I think she would agree. And because of that, it's interesting being a parent. There have been moments that I've discovered in my life with my child that are just absolutely amazing moments. And every parent out here knows what I'm talking about. I'll give you an example. When Mandy was born, that was an amazing moment. I like to call these moments wow moments. So I'm not going to take too much time, but I want to point out a couple of wow moments that Mandy's created for us, for me, in my life. When she was 5, Uncle Jeff might remember, because he was in San Diego Elementary, Mandy graduated kindergarten, and I'll never forget her walking onto the gymnasium floor in her little brisk walk, in her cap and gown, to pomp and circumstance. I'm telling you, I cried so hard that I swore I would not cry for her senior graduation. Of course, that was years ago, and I'm thinking, I can say that then because her high school graduation is years in the future, and here we are. I think I'm doing pretty good, Mindy. I haven't cried yet. When Mandy was 9 years old, that picture over there was taken right after, but she was a 5th grader, and she hit her first 3-pointer. That was a wow moment for me, because she's never stopped hitting them since. And like I said, lots of wow moments that we had. That was one of them for me. I want to talk about another one. Mandy, I took her to her first day of high school and dropped her off. And I'll never forget, I was terrified. Here's my little girl. We're driving up to the Puebla High School. There are dudes walking around with full-grown beards and stuff. And I'm thinking, this can't be good. And I looked at Mandy, and I asked her, are you going to be okay? And, she gave me the strangest look, and she said, what do you mean, Dad? And I said, well, I'm terrified. Aren't you afraid? Aren't you worried? Aren't you scared? Aren't you anything? And she said, no, I'm not. I'm not afraid. I got this, Dad. I've been waiting for this my whole life. That's what she said. And she said, I love you. She got out of the car. She closed the car. She walked towards the campus. She never looked back. She never looked back. And it's interesting because that was a wow moment for me. But that moment has been indicative of the last 4 years of Amanda's life. She's hit every challenge head on. She's hit every class, every athletic event that you can think of. She's done it, and she's never looked back. and she's been very successful. Mandy graduates this year. She walked the line last week. And she graduates in high academic standing. She graduates in high athletic standing. Those are wow moments for me. But I want to point something out. For the last 4 years of our life together, most of you guys know, we've struggled through some hard times. There have been some trials and some tribulations in her parents' life, mostly her father's life, that Mandy has been able to really focus through, or stay focused, I should say, on her studies, stay focused on her sports, never lose sight of her goals, no matter how bad the distraction was. And in doing so, she graduated with great academic standing and athletic standing. That to me that's a wow moment, Amanda. That's a wow moment. I think that is a testament to her ability to focus. I think it's a testament to her character, and I think it evidences the young lady that she's becoming. So for that, I want to say thank you for that wow moment, because that's amazing to me. Most of you know Mandy is going to ball in Colorado. It's going to be very difficult not having her next to me. But I have Jackie. so I should be okay. I want to tell you, Amanda, I'm proud of you. I love you. And I could not ask for a better daughter. I'm the lucky one. And I think we have the video. Okay, so the moment's gone for me. I think we have the video. And I'll let Sarah do what she does.
Somebody hit the lights, please.